1 to 10 animals. 1. Elephants cry when they're sad. They form deep emotional bonds and have been observed shedding tears over lost companions. 2. Ostriches can run faster than horses. They can reach speeds of 60 kilometers per hour, 37 miles per hour, and have legs strong enough to kill a lion. 3. Crocodiles move their upper jaw instead of the lower one. Unlike most animals, their upper jaw is the one that moves when they open their mouths. 4. Octopuses regrow their arms. If an octopus loses an arm, it can regenerate a new one, complete with all its nerve endings. 5. A shrimp's heart is in its head. Specifically, it's located near its brain, proving that thinking with your heart is a real thing in the shrimp world. 6. Cows have best friends, and if they get separated, they become stressed. Cows are basically giant, emotional puppies. 7. Sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. They can slow their heart rate and stay underwater for up to 40 minutes. 8. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. They truly live up to their dramatic name. 9. Pigeons can recognize themselves in a mirror. This means they have self-awareness, unlike that one guy who keeps arguing with himself on social media. 10. Butterflies can taste with their feet. Imagine going to a restaurant and stepping on your meal to check if it's good. 11 to 20. History and culture. 11. Napoleon was once attacked by bunnies. He had planned a rabbit hunt, but the bunnies overpowered him instead of running away. 12. Cleopatra lived closer in time to the invention of the iPhone than to the building of the Great Pyramid. The pyramids were ancient even to her. 13. The Eiffel Tower can grow taller in the summer. Due to metal expansion, it can increase in height by up to 15 centimeters, 6 inches. 14. Albert Einstein was offered the presidency of Israel. He declined, saying he lacked the necessary experience, but relativity? No problem. 15. Julius Caesar was once kidnapped by pirates who underestimated him. He demanded they increase his ransom because he was worth more. 16. In medieval times, people put animals on trial. A pig could be sentenced to death for eating crops. 17. Thomas Edison electrocuted an elephant to prove a point. In a feud over electricity, he publicly executed Topsy the elephant to discredit alternating current, AC. 18. Abraham Lincoln was a wrestling champion. Before becoming president, he won nearly 300 matches and was only defeated once. 19. The shortest war in history lasted 38 to 45 minutes. The Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896 was basically over before lunch. 20. Vikings didn't wear horned helmets. That's just a myth made popular by 19th century opera costumes. 21 to 30. Science and space. 21. Bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. Science doesn't care about your feelings. 22. Water can boil and freeze at the same time. This phenomenon is called the triple point. 23. There's a gas cloud in space that smells like rum and tastes like raspberries. It's called Sagittarius B2, in case you were wondering where to take your next vacation. 24. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. It spins so slowly that one full rotation takes longer than its orbit around the sun. 25. Humans share about 60% of their DNA with bananas, so if you feel like a fruit sometimes, science backs you up. 26. You actually shrink a little every day. Gravity compresses your spine, but you regain height while sleeping. 27. The moon is slowly drifting away from Earth, about 3.8 centimeters, 1.5 inches, per year. Don't worry. We have a few billion years before it really leaves. 28. You can't burp in space. Without gravity, the gas and liquid don't separate properly in your stomach. 29. A teaspoon of a neutron star would weigh about 6 billion tons. That's about the same as Mount Everest in a tiny spoon. 30. Pluto hasn't completed a full orbit since its discovery. It takes 248 Earth years to circle the Sun, and we discovered it in 1930. 31 to 40, everyday life. 31. There's a town in Norway where the sun doesn't set for 69 days, and another where it doesn't rise for months. Mood swings must be wild. 32. A bolt of lightning is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun, and yet people survive lightning strikes. 33. You can hear a blue whale's heartbeat from over 2 miles away. It's the loudest biological heart in the world. 34. Wombat poop is cube-shaped because they need it to stay put on uneven terrain. 35. If you lift a kangaroo's tail, it can't jump. Their tails act like a third leg for balance. 36. A single spaghetti noodle is called a spaghetto, and a single piece of confetti is a confetto. Italian logic at its finest. 37. The inventor of the frisbee was turned into a frisbee after he died. His ashes were molded into a flying disc. 38. A blob of toothpaste is called a nurdle. Good luck saying that with a straight face. 39. Gummy bears were originally made from actual bear gelatin, not as cute as they seem. 40. McDonald's once made bubblegum-flavored broccoli. It failed because children were just confused. 41 to 50, pop culture and miscellaneous. 41. Sharks existed before trees by about 200 million years. 42. Nintendo started as a playing card company in 1889. Mario wasn't even a thought back then. 43. Scotland has 421 words for snow, including sneasel, to begin raining or snowing. 44. The letter Q is the only letter not found in any U.S. state name. Even X, Z, and J made the cut. 45. There was a no-smile policy in early U.S. passport photos. Apparently, looking serious was more official. 46. Barbie's full name is Barbara Millicent Roberts. Sounds like she should be running for office. 47. The Twitter bird's name is Larry, named after basketball legend Larry Bird. 48. A duel between 3 people is called a truel. No idea how that works, but it sounds dramatic. 49. The dot over the letter I is called a tittle. Yes, it's a real word. 50. An astronaut's farts in space can push them around. Space is wild.